No, it's. Oh, there it is. Okay. There it is.
Is it still doing the audio thing?
See if it's picking anything up. Can you hear anything?
Still.
Let's try to refresh it. We've been live for 10 seconds.
Yeah, can you hear us?
The only thing I don't think they got is conditioning right now.
Here, just go on.
Thank you, Coach. Appreciate you.
Yeah, man.
Come on over, man. Daddy. No.
I don't know what it's picking up. I have no idea what it's picking up. It's gotta be the. Oh.
All right, good afternoon or early evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Warrior Broadcast Network. We are here in beautiful St. Francisville, America, at West Feliciana High School for this afternoon's or this evening's spring game between your St. Michael Warriors and the West Feliciana Saints, who previously were a district opponent, now not in our district. But this is spring game 2026. A little quick chance to get a brief look at the Warriors team that will be coming out in the official 2026 fall season. I am here once again with my partner in crime, Mr. Jeffrey Vaccaro, class of 2015. Jeff, man, it's a beautiful day. It's a little warm. We have the sun right in our face. We are sitting in the stands all by ourselves over here. This is a little weird, but we're here for some football in the spring, man.
Yeah, absolutely fired up, Coach. And, I was telling Coach Mike this earlier, but woke up this morning to a text from you saying, we got football today, baby. And there's nothing better in the entire world. I'm excited to be out here. You get kind of like a mid-season, middle of the year pick-me-up, get your little football fix in there. And then, like you said, we got the away side of the stands completely to ourselves this evening. We do have the sun also completely to ourselves this evening.
Right in our face.
But, yeah, very excited to see, an early look of the 2026 squad and see how some of these guys have progressed over the course of the last, 6 or 7 months. And really just looking forward to seeing the boys play.
Yeah, I mean, and this is a team. We'll go ahead and give you a quick recap of the 2025 season. Most of you remember that very good season that the Warriors had this past fall. But 7-3 in the regular season, went 8-4 overall, with wins against Episcopal, Terra, Estruma, Bel Air, Broadmoor, Port Allen, McKinley in the regular season, with losses to this West Feliciana team, to Plaquemine and to Bruley. Won a first-round playoff game again for the second year in a row. First time ever, back-to-back home playoff wins for the Warriors. And then went on in the second round, took a tough one against Edie White. But I think Coach Leger and his staff learned a lot from that game and from that squad last year. And just, last season just being what it was, we got a chance to put a little bit of a recap or a little bit of an end to it at the end of our Edie White game there. But it was a good season in 2025 for the Warriors.
Yeah, it absolutely was, and I think unfortunately it was probably a lot of you beat who you should have beat, you lost who you should have lost to. I guess on paper, for the most part, I do think that it's huge to have this back-to-back first-round playoff wins and things like that going in the right direction for this program. And, I think Coach Legier's got the boys in good shape. And, hopefully we can take that next leap this year, which is, hey, let's get a second-round win and let's keep building on this thing. And I've got the utmost confidence in Coach Legier and his staff to get that done. So, like you said, I mean, very, very awesome season for us in the history books and all that good stuff. But looking forward to seeing what this 26 team has in store and see if they can kind of build on the back of 24 and 25 squad.
Yeah, I heard on the radio this afternoon, actually, they were in reference to the Saints and kind of, is there such thing as carrying over momentum from one season to another? I think with high school football, there definitely is, because you have these guys, and they were talking about, obviously, on the radio, talking about professional football, which I don't know if that correlates, but for high school, I think it does, because you have these guys who were in the program last year who are now going to be your seniors, juniors, and sophomores who went through all those trials and tribulations, those ups and downs, those good times, those bad, and like they can definitely build on that, and that's what's exciting here to look forward to see exactly, okay, how do these guys build upon what they did last year, and it was a very impressive effort last year to kind of carry it over to this season. And I think looking back now to our keys to the game, we're not going to go in depth with either squad a whole lot. We know nothing about Westphal. We don't even have a roster for them, so it'll just be a bunch of guys out there in blue helmets and in their black practice jerseys. As you said, man, it's kind of interesting to see them out there in their just in their practice get up.
Old school, baby.
Old school, yeah, definitely just going, hey, we're going back to the whole, you got to earn your I guess you got to earn your game jerseys,
Yep.
But in looking at kind of what we're taking a look at here, our keys to the game, one of them I think is you now have the juniors who are going to be the seniors. From last year's squad, you had 8 seniors who are now gone. 7 of those were starters, so it's not a if you're looking at the all 22, 7 out of 22, that's not a terrible percentage. It's just a little less than 50%. So you got some returning guys, but you do lose your leading returning. You do lose your leading rusher from last year in Nathan Contine. You also lose in receiving. You lose 44 catches for 797 yards and 10 touchdowns total receiving from last year. You're losing your leading receiver, Johnny McCarty, who was kind of the playmaker as a receiver. And I went back and did this today just to kind of look at it. Johnny, in his 4 years as a player, 97 catches, 1,511 yards, 16 touchdowns.
Yeah, a lot of production.
Very, very so you lose a lot of production from that receiving core there. And then it's time for this new class to step up. Last year you had a senior class of 8.
Yeah.
Senior class of 9. You got 19 this year.
Yeah.
So you got guys this year, and I'm not going to mention every senior, but you got guys who have been around and been starting and playing a lot for a while, like Doug Kelly, your starting left tackle. Deontay Campbell, your starting running back this year, who's been dealing with some injuries the last couple of years, who hopefully this year will get a healthy D. C.J. Levinson, who's been a two-way player for you for 2 years now. Seth Darsom, who's been starting for 2 years now. Jack Boyles, who's been starting for 2 years now at receiver. Like, those are some of your top returning. See, it's time for those guys to step up and be the leaders.
Yeah, and I wanted to riff off of that point a little bit. I think that you're totally right. And one of the things that goes along with having a smaller senior class, only 8 or 9 of them last year, single digits, is that a lot of these juniors have already been in that leadership role in the locker room. And that's not to any knock on the seniors last year. There just wasn't a lot of them.
Yep.
And so I think what you're going to have this year is that learning curve of like, hey, this is my locker room. Like we've got to take control of this team and lead this team. I think a lot of that learning curve has already been had by this group.
Right.
So they're going to come in running and gunning this summer, ready to get after it. I think they've already been doing it throughout spring ball. And so I think, a lot of times, honestly, Coach, it takes me back to the 2014 team. The 2013 seniors, there was, I think, 6 or 7 of them on the whole team. And what happens? You come out in 2014, big group of seniors, and you go to a 9-1 regular season. I think that is a lot like what you've got dynamic-wise with this squad here. They've been there, done that. They've been leading this team,
Yep.
like you said, not just on the field, but also in the locker room for the last 1 or 2 years already. So I don't think leadership is going to be lacking at all in this St. Michael locker room.
Yeah, that is definitely a huge thing. And so, looking at it, there's some new playmakers on offense. You actually have some new and some old returning. Deontay Campbell is going to take over as the lead dog in the backfield, along with Boogie Levinson. Like, this is Deontay Campbell's backfield along with Boogie. Like, last year, D missed the first 4 games, and Nathan Conteen stepped up and had a really nice season, and they still kind of shared some carries. I don't know if you're going to see a whole lot of sharing carries with D back there as long as he stays healthy. They may try to spell him because you don't want to run him into the ground, but you could see something special happen from a kid who I think is one of the best playmakers that has rolled through this program in a long time.
And you're exactly right. We saw it all the way going back to his sophomore season. At 9 out of 10 high schools in the area, D. Campbell would have been a bell cow his sophomore year.
Yep.
He just so happened to be behind the best running back in school history, in Johnny Martinez. And so then he comes out again. We think, hey, this is going to be. You saw a lot of flashes of greatness from him his sophomore year. He comes out his junior year, obviously misses the first 4 games due to the injury. You had Nathan Conteen, who came out and had a fantastic senior season, led the team in rushing. Took decent time to get back into it, but again, you saw those flashes, and I think this is what we've kind of been waiting for since he was a sophomore, and we first saw him on the field in the red and black. Was kind of like, man, what could this look like when this kid's getting 20, 25 touches a game? And I think you're about to get a dose of this here coming up tonight, and then in about five months.
And then I think you got Boogie back there, who I think is now a year older.
Yep.
He's gotten a little bit bigger. He's gotten stronger. I think you're going to see him carry the ball with more authority this year. He carried the ball last year, but I think this year you're going to see him carry it with a little more authority and be a little more deliberate with it. And that's just going to be great. I mean, Boogie's an outstanding athlete back there. He can throw it and he can run it. But out in the perimeter, you have somebody like, it seems like Jack Boyles is going to step into that Johnny McCarty role. So you now have a kid who is just as physically gifted as Johnny was. Now it's his turn to step into that role. Obviously, you also have a kid like Joe Bourgeois who's going to be on the field a lot more. The now going to be junior Joe Bourgeois playing some receiver, and then CJ Levinson's back as a two-way player. He's going to be out there. He made a lot of plays towards the end of the season and really started to assert himself as a receiver and a runner. They do a lot. Coach Kling does a good job of getting him a lot of touches in different ways, running and receiving. And so, here's the other thing that I think is going to be a real big key. Pretty much your whole offensive line returns. 4 of the 5 are back. You just have one kind of new face out there who got a little bit more playing time towards the end of the season. Cohen Anselmo is going to step in at one of the guard spots.
Yeah, not even, to your point, not even a crazy new face of like a kid that didn't play at all last year.
Speaking of kids not play at all last year, you got the Worthen twins who are now out. Worthen twins sitting at about 6 foot. One of them is 255. One of them is 260. You literally cannot tell them apart. I coached them in baseball this past season. I don't know the difference unless they have their jerseys on, unless they have their numbers.
And good athletes, right?
Yes, they're good athletes,
field.
extraordinarily strong. 465 back squat, like talking to Coach Davis a little earlier, our strength coach. I mean, those 2 guys, how much run are they going to get on offense? I don't know. I don't know if you're going to see them at all on offense tonight. You're definitely going to see them on defense tonight. But you have those guys. You got a little more size up front, and you got a lot of experience on the offensive line, which I think is a major thing. From last year, it was the opposite. You lost a lot of experience. You had a lot of inexperience outside of Doug Kelly, and now all those guys are back. So that's huge.
Yeah, and props to the senior guys on this team going out there and convincing their classmates, hey, man, it's our senior year. Come out. We're doing this thing. Come join us.
Yep.
And fantastic, props to the guys for getting them out, and then props to the twins for doing it. Really excited to see them play, and heard nothing but good things. So excited.
And so filling holes on defense is our last point here. you lost. You lose 3 of your 4 defensive linemen. That's going to be where there's going to be a little bit of a transition. Jackson Sampson, who can't say enough about that kid,
Yeah.
just loved watching him play football, man.
And leader,
Gave
man.
gave everything he had in every single game. Just battered, bruised. I remember talking to him the other day. He was talking about I can't remember what game it was. His junior season, he was playing Wildcat quarterback. I think it was the McKinley game. I didn't even know this. He said he broke his collarbone in that game, and he kept carrying it. I'm like, that dude was a beast. And then Peyton Dawson, who had an outstanding season last year at the other defensive end, and Aiden Horton, who was kind of the old vet of the D tackle, the interior D line.
And held it down all
year,
man.
held it down. Injuries, he fought through a lot of stuff. But this year you're going to have Champ kick out the defensive end. Champ Williams is going to go to defensive end from the interior, and you got Mason Graves, who towards the end of the season started coming on.
Ball hawk, man.
The to-be sophomore, like, yeah, he interception and fumble
recovery. Yeah.
I mean, he was. Coach, give me the football. Like, no, I don't need to play D-line. I want the ball in my hands. I can make some things happen. And then the twins, the Worthing twins, will be playing a little bit of D-tackle. This afternoon, you're going to see Daniel Johnson, who's going to be a senior next year. He's going to be getting a lot of run at linebacker. And then you'll also see here's the thing that I think is a big deal. The entire secondary returns.
Yep.
Your star and your rover position return. Both corners and your free safety are all back from last year.
Yeah, and I thought you had a great secondary last year. I really do. And in particular on the corners, CJ
shut down.
Is shut down out there. Hayden East towards the end of the season looked very good.
Coach, he's 6'3".
Yeah, I mean, last
6'3".
year he had the frame. I mean, you got 2 corners that are what? CJ's 6'2".
CJ's 6'1", 6'2".
I mean, that is some. I mean, you probably got corners that are the size of FCS corners playing on a 4A high school field. That's pretty impressive.
So that's a kind of a look at kind of what we have coming up. And one last thing I'll put here on our rundown: what is the number one thing all coaches want to see from their spring game?
Nobody get hurt.
Nobody get hurt. Come out of that thing healthy.
Yep.
Come out of that thing healthy. It's good to get to practice, but always kind of in the back of your mind, please don't get hurt.
Yeah.
Nobody get hurt. And that's the one thing, you can probably live with giving up some yardage and some touchdowns, but you want to make sure all your guys come out of this ready to go for a massive summer coming up. The Warriors will get into the weight room starting right at the beginning of June. They'll be going until the end of July, and then we get to kick it off with practice in August. And man, before you know it, scrimmage, jamboree, week 1, baby.
Yep.
So here come the St. Michael Warriors to the sideline for our spring game. I'll get the rundown on kind of what it's going to look like in terms of the breakdown of this thing here in just a second for you. Westfell's kind of lining up over there. I don't know if Miss Brittany Watkins is going to be able to get a look, but Westfell finally finished their multi-million-dollar facility over there in their end zone, their field house. Like it's a nice looking building.
They've got a little balcony overhang out there. Looks like they got a family out there watching the game.
Quite honestly, Coach, if I was coaching, I'd be like, I'm just gonna go coach from that balcony over there. It's really nice up here. I'll get me a little water bottle and I'll sit up there and I'll say, hey, we'll do that. Tell the defensive, that's an awesome look right there.
It really is.
So our format this afternoon, I was going to pull that up here for you. I got to find old Coach Legier's little rundown he gave me about what's going on. So here's the format for today. It should be 12 plays with the ones, and then they'll go 10 plays with the twos. Then they'll go 8 plays with the threes. Then they'll come back with 8 with the ones, 6 with the twos, and 4 with the threes. And then they'll play 1 live quarter to wrap things up. A lot of times that doesn't always pan out the way that it's planned by the coaches, but we'll see what happens. But we got football, and it looks like the Warriors are going to have the ball first. So this will be the first roll of 12 plays. And starting out there for the Warriors Let's get that front for you first. Number 74, Doug Kelly. Number 63, Gordy White. Number 50, that's 58, Seth Kimball. At center, number 75, Cohen Anselmo at the right guard, and number 77, Noah Bourgeois at the right tackle position. And as we said in pregame, Boogie Livingston taking the snaps in the backfield with him, D. Camel. Then out at the receiver spot, it looks like you got C.J. Livingston. And we'll be right back. We're going to have the national anthem to kick things off here. So we'll be back in just a second. All right, there was the national anthem. And we'll get back to the starters for the Warriors. You got C.J. Livingston at one receiver. Looks like Cody Doming starting at the other receiver. And Joe Bourgeois out there. And don't see Jack Boyles. Maybe he's hiding in the back somewhere. We're waiting on the Westfeld defense to take the field. Again, this will be 12 plays.
Sessions are located at the bottom of the stands, and our food trucks are open and will remain open until the end of the evening. Touchdown Club welcome both Saints and Warrior fans to stick around after the game to enjoy some great food, music, games, and fellowship. The West Feliciana Education Foundation is joining us tonight and is selling tickets for our chance to win a brand new vehicle. Visit them near the entrance of the
It'll be the three receiver look. Boyle split out by himself to the top of the screen. That's Bourgeois and Livingston down here to the bottom of the screen. Handoff, D. Camel inside, trying to gain as much as he possibly can. Maybe a yard. Couple of new numbers. Joe Bourgeois now wearing that number 0.
I was just about to say that.
Taking that from Johnny McCarty. Everybody else out there is in the same jersey. That's number 32, Zane Edwards, as the superback. Sniffer, as some people call him. Handoff. Nope. Play action. They're going to look, take a shot. And Boyles catches it. Breaks a tackle. 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, Warriors.
Man, and fantastic job by the offensive line, giving Boogie time to let that progress. Boogie stepping into it, making a good throw. And Boyles out there, thought did a great job of playing that ball midair. It looked like the safety or the corner kind of faded inside a little too much and just high-pointed that football, took it in.
69-yard touchdown strike from Boogie to Boyles.
How's that for play number 2, Coach?
I'll take it.
Yeah.
I'll take it. Coach Jack Boyles, he's a good 6'1" receiver. Now kind of stepping into that X receiver role, which in Coach Kling's offense is kind of the go-to guy, so to say. So Boyles gets it all started off pretty nicely. He had a good end of the season last year with some nice plays as well. Mm-hmm. So Warriors will get it play 3. Coach, every 2 plays, we're going to score a TD.
That would be fantastic.
I'm all for it. All for it. They're going to come out. Same personnel grouping. That's Edwards now to Boogie's left. They're going to run a stretch play. Camel trying to get outside. Probably should have cut that one up inside. Looked like that West Feliciana defensive end kind of out-leveraged him there, and I thought he had an alley back to the inside, but maybe that was just me.
Good job of D even getting close to the line of scrimmage there. That looked like that was going to be a 3 or 4 yard loss for a second.
Yeah, he ends up losing 1. Doug Kelly couldn't hook that in there. Play action pass again, a little bootleg, and right in Edwards' hands, and he drops it. They sent the super back out into the flat right there. Good little play. Edwards, though, tried to run with the ball before he caught it. All right, so 3rd down and 11. Same personnel grouping. 2 receivers at the top. 1 down here to the bottom. Straight drop back. Going to toss it outside. Boyle's going to come up just short. It's about that 8-9 yard out route that the Warriors like to run in that 3rd and long situation. Kind of a staple of the offense.
That was the Johnny McCarty special last year.
So that'll bring it back to 1st down again. They'll respot the ball back at the 30-yard line. Don't know what the special teams plan is for this technically scrimmage today. You know, we call it spring game, but it's a scrimmage. So we'll see if they just kind of go with some fake special teams here or what they're going to do. I doubt they'll go live. The same personnel. 20 personnel, no tight end, 2 backs out there. Boogie's going to throw the screen. That's Joe Bourgeois. Is going to kind of get spun inside for 2 yards.
Yep.
Just that little quick screen out there to the receiver. It's an extension of the run game, as they like to say.
That's right.
It'll be 2nd down, and I think they gave him 3 on that. So, no, they gave him 2. So 2nd and 8 for the Warriors here. CJ going to come in motion. Jet sweep, handoff. He bounces it outside. It'll be 1st down, Warriors.
You said it in pregame, Coach. Coach Kling likes to get CJ involved in multiple different ways, and one of the favorite ways is that jet sweep.
Yep, that is another staple of the offense. He got out to the 45, so a good pickup of about 13 on that carry from C.J. Levingston, his first touch of the afternoon. Coach, C.J. is the kind of guy who you like to see get probably at least 10 to 12 touches a game.
Yeah, definitely. However they come.
The fake, now handed it to Camel. He breaks a tackle, gets across the 50, out over the 50 to the 49-yard line. Nice 6-yard pickup right there.
Great 1st down run.
Yeah, that's one of those, base plays in Coach Kling's offense. They faked the jet and then gave it to D. Camel on the stretch. Jude Sherwood, number 8, was in there at the tight end position. So a new tight end this year for the Warriors, Jude Sherwood. You could see Kane Guitro there at tight end as well, the junior. Now, little now screen outside to CJ. Not going to net anything. No gain right in front of the Westfeld bench. Again, that's nothing more than just a outside run play.
Yep. How many plays left of this possession, Coach?
Maybe
You been
2.
keeping track, too?
No, I haven't really been keeping track. I think maybe 2. So that lost a yard. They're back to the 50-yard line. It'll be 3rd and 5. Play action fake. Boogie got pressure in his face. He lost it out there. Too long for Boyles. Boyles was open, but Boogie had to get rid of it sooner than I think he hoped, as he had some big pressure right in his face.
Yeah, good job of Boogie evading and off of his back foot, just barely overthrows him, but looked like the concept was there and everything. Had him open.
All right, got Cap in the chat. What's up, Landon Dugas?
Coach Cap. Now the director of basketball operations at
man.
Sportsplex.
I know, that's a congrats, Cap, on that new gig there, man. I know my nephews see you around over there a bunch.
Best in the business, man.
Yeah, man. Nobody does it better. All right, so Warriors will be back at first down at the 30-yard line. Back with that 20 personnel. Boogie straight drop back. Feels a little pressure. He's going to scramble. And they're going to, looks like they're going no contact on the quarterbacks, which is probably a good idea. That was the last play right there, Coach. By the Warrior defense. Oh, nope, never mind. False alarm. This, I think, is going to be the last play. It'll be 2nd and 10. See, those are the kind of plays where I think Boogie just needs to just take off, just go.
Yep.
Like nothing's there, just tuck it, go. Nice run.
Go
D.
ahead,
Campbell
D.
gets outside. He's in the open, crosses the 50, 45. And that's going to be first down Warriors after a really nice gain. A 25-yard run there from D. Campbell to end that first 12 series. Really nice block on the edge by Doug Kelly, Coach.
Yep.
You love to see that. Doug, who is a guy who is getting looks by a lot of teams, a lot of college programs. You'll be seeing him signing probably come the fall or maybe January or February. He's definitely gonna go play somewhere at the next level.
Yeah, he's got the body type, the frame for it for sure.
Yep, so here comes the Warrior defense. Again, starting out there for the Warriors on defense, they're going to go at the free safety, Seth Darsom. At corners, you got Hayden East and C.J. Livingston. At the star position, Cody Doming. At the bandit is Quinn Wyndham. And then your will linebacker is Daniel Johnson. Your Mike linebacker, Kyle Prohaska. Defensive ends, Grayson Rawlinson and Champ Williams. And your interior guys, Mason Graves and Alex Worthen to start. A little false startage. It looked like there was a little bit of movement on the Warriors side, but they just kind of flinched. And I think maybe that flinch got the Saints to move too. So the first penalty is on the Saints.
There you go.
All right, so it'll be 1st and 15. Handoff. Champ Williams coming from the backside to make the play along with, trying to see who else. I think Kyle Prohaska was in there, and I think that was Seth Darsom as well. Seth Darsom loves to stick his nose down in there on the run game, man.
He does.
He wants to be down inside and making some hits. Play action pass, roll out to the left side, dump off into the flat. Doming makes the tackle, but the ball carrier falls forward for the first down.
And, Coach, you brought up our whole secondary's back. Most of our second level is back as well.
Yeah. Brady Patton, who's not playing tonight, he will be back in there. Daniel Johnson played a good bit, and Kyle Prohaska started last year as a sophomore.
Yeah.
Had a great season, Coach.
Yeah, he did.
the Italian Stallion,
That's right.
as you named him.
That's right.
Inside handoff, bounces off a tackle. That's going to be enough for another first down. That was right up the middle, Coach.
It was.
That's where those guys in the middle are going to be tested. You got a couple guys who are back playing football after missing a couple years, and then you got a sophomore. I mean, so that might take a minute to kind of work itself out, but I think by the time we get to the season, I think those guys will be ready to go. Motion, the handoff back to the side the motion came from, and that's number 8 just rolling, Coach. Coach, he is a load. Number 9, I'm sorry.
Both of those
was that
backs
the guy
are.
from last year, Coach? I need to pull up my
9 and 2.
roster from last year. See if I can find it.
That's a good question.
I'm trying to find my roster for Westfeld from last year. See, them probably like us, probably a bunch of dudes change numbers and whatnot.
22 in the
22
backfield.
in the backfield. I know there was definitely a 22 last year that played. Prohaska putting pressure on. Little comeback route on the sideline, caught for another first down.
Yeah, and just good pressure by the Warrior front there, but found a little pocket in the zone on the comeback.
Yeah, Coach, I do believe number 9, number 2, and number 22 are all returning guys from last year.
They had that little rotation going last year.
It's like Jack Boyle's in at a corner. He's the near side corner. CJ up to the top of your screen. More motion. And there's the run back to where the motion came from again.
Did you already mention that Hayden East changed jersey numbers?
No, I didn't. He changed. Yep, Hayden East is now 23 to 4.
Yeah.
So he's now number 4, rocking the single digit out there. That's when you know you kind of are now made upperclassman status. Is you can get the better looking single digit.
You can claim it.
Coach, just give me a jersey, man. I ain't worried about it. Just if I'm on the field, don't matter what I'm wearing. Just give me a jersey. I'm ready to go.
That's right.
You rocked that number 7 jersey for 4 years.
I had it the whole time.
Dump off into the flat. Gonna come up just a little short. Nice tackle again by Prohaska. Westphal on the doorstep.
Right at the
Wildcat. Yep, they're going to go with number 2 at the Wildcat quarterback. Nice play there. Prohaska in there, and also Quinn Wyndham. Wyndham made the initial contact on the ball carrier.
Yeah, great looking play by Wyndham there.
Yeah, Quinn Wyndham played a lot out there at that. What is he? He's the bandit position. Basically, an outside linebacker, kind of hybrid, strong safety kind of player.
Yeah, great job of shooting out there and just, you're at the 1 yard line. Take out the ankles.
It does look like they're kind of flipping sides, Coach, with the corners. CJ is going to be the boundary guy, looks like, and whoever the other corner is going to be the field guy to the wide side of the field. Number 2 in the Wildcat, they're going to just punch it straight up the middle, touchdown. Every Warrior got pushed into the end zone, Coach.
Yeah, whole pile's 4 yards deep there.
Yeah, when your entire defense gets pushed back 4 yards into the end zone, it's going to probably be pretty good for your offense. And Mason Graves is hobbling.
I will say it was the same way last year for this Westfall team, but I'm noticing it again this year. Their offensive line, man, is a real strength point for them.
Yeah, they're a problem, Coach.
Yeah,
they're a problem. Number 60 at the guard spot right here, the left guard.
Yeah,
he's a big dude.
And not to take away from their playmakers, they're great playmakers. But
yep.
I mean, you could put a lot of kids behind that line, and
their
O-line
makes it go. Yeah, their O-line makes it go. Big, tough country kids, man.
Yep.
They're probably out here baling hay, chopping wood, all kinds of stuff. Right up the seam.
Yeah.
And the only thing that stopped number 9 right there was the turf monster who got him at about they're going to give him all the way down to the 43-yard line. Straight up that seam, Coach.
Yeah, and I think that was a 2x2. Did they
Yeah,
give
they
their
just-
outside guys hitches and the 2 inside guys seams?
Let me see. I'm trying to look on the little delay here. What are?
Yep, outside guys had curls.
Yep, outside curls and you seam routes right up the middle. Now they're looking backside. They're
Rail.
trying to pump and go, and it'll be the sack. Good job right there by the Warriors. Nice coverage out here by, I believe
Who is
that's
that?
Ty Graves, Coach.
Yeah,
Good
man,
coverage
that
by
was-
Ty Graves.
On the out and up, too. I mean, that's something a lot of high school kids are biting on.
Yeah, Ty Graves going to be a senior, doing a nice job as the field corner over here. Did not bite on it.
We got Sutton back out there. He played a bunch of ball last year.
Sutton played a bunch of ball his freshman year too, Coach. He played started at corner
Yep.
a lot of his freshman year 2 years ago, so that's a lot of experience out there. Drop back again. They're going to just try to go up the sideline. Had him beat. CJ got beat a little bit right there, but it was overthrown by several yards, and that'll be it for Westphal. So we're going to see the 2s rolling on out there. Try to get as many of those guys mentioned as we possibly can. There's not much of a change on the offensive line. The biggest change is going to be, looks like you're going to have,
Who's 85 out there? Jared Brooks? Big kid.
yeah, Coach.
Tall.
Yeah, you're going to have offensive line-wise, it's going to be Luke Rodriguez, Sean Bergen, Graham Kleinpeter. I don't think Mason Graves is out there. He was scheduled to be out there. That might still be Gordy White. And Noah Bourgeois still out there. Quarterback is going to be Cole Valerie, the 2B sophomore. Behind him is Gavin Romero. And right to Valerie's right, I believe that is Ty Matthews.
Looks
Yep,
like-
they're on the stretch. Romero stutter steps, tries to go back inside.
It's like Torito and Cooper Torito and Tyler Graves, two
Yeah, and
receivers
then
closest. Who's
I
out
think
there?
that's Darsum on the opposite
Darsum.
side.
Yeah, Romero, man. Again, I mean, we said in the pregame about D kind of being behind Martinez. I mean, Romero last year was, I guess, technically our third string back and was
Yeah.
probably the best third string back in the area. I mean,
He had some nice runs last year.
yeah, that's a guy you're very comfortable with being your 2.
It was like a little early snap. Valerie gonna throw the flat route. Nice catch right there by Ty Matthews down the sideline. Ty Matthews rumbling, stumbling, bumbling
Go
for
ahead,
a first down Warriors.
young fella.
Ty Matthews, the junior to be. Hayden East out there at receiver now. 85. You said Jared Brooks out there.
Yep.
I believe he's going to be a sophomore.
Yeah, he's gonna be a sophomore. Tall kid, man. What does he play? Tight end?
Yeah, must be tight end. Yep. New to the team this year.
Welcome out. Go ahead, Sutton.
Sutton with the run.
Good hard run.
That's number 85. Sorry, that's 85 out there is Brody Beckman. Gonna be a senior. Got a little misprint on my
He's got to be
my
6'2",
roster.
dude.
Yeah, he's 6'3".
Yeah.
He's 6'3", 6'4", Coach. He's as tall as Doug. Valerie gonna roll.
Oh, he's got him.
He's got Ty Matthews trying to one-handed. Couldn't bring it in.
He had Matthews or he had Darsum
Yeah,
on that
Darsum
corner.
was going to the corner.
Front pylon right there.
Yeah, just lay that thing right to the pylon and let Darsom go be an athlete. Yeah, we should be seeing. I guess we're going to see a lot more of probably Darsom at receiver this year.
Yeah.
Hadn't played much out there, but looks like this year they're gonna. He is the backup at the X spot according to the rotation sheet here. Hayden East to your near side, split way out. Cooper Torito in the slot, and that was a little bit of a fumbled snap. Romero picks it up. He's gonna pick out. He's gonna get something out of nothing.
Nice.
That's
He's
and
still on
Romero's
his feet.
still on his feet. Romero. Rumbling, stumbling, bumbling, tumbling.
Wow.
Making something out of nothing there.
It's going to get some mentally seeing 4 in East. That's going to be a lot for me to handle.
Yeah, we're gonna have to figure that one out again. Four is East.
Yeah, that's
Looks good on him, though, Coach.
it does. It's a great number on, but like I saw him so much
23,
in 23.
yep.
You know.
Now Cooper Torito, who's literally standing right next to him in the slot, is number 23. Good snap that time, and a lot of confusion in the backfield. Cole Valerie just stood there, and Cole, this is live reps, buddy. This ain't practice. They ain't gonna stop. It's gonna be a tackle in the backfield.
Yeah, there was some miscommunication there. I don't know. One of them thought it was a play action. The other
One
thought
of
it
them
was,
zigged and the other one zagged,
Yep.
and one of them was wrong. Most of the time, as an offensive coordinator, right there, I'm probably blaming the running back, but you never know.
Yeah.
Valerie, who was a wide receiver last year, has now made the transition to quarterback.
I'll speak up for the quarterbacks, coach. 9 times out of 10, it is the other guy's fault. When you're playing quarterback, most of the time you called the play.
You called the play. Yeah, you're right. You're right, Coach. You played quarterback. And
Oh, he's got him.
nice little slant route there. Is that Darsom? Yep, Darsom. Nice catch and run. First down, Warriors.
Man, we got Ron Swanson joining the chat.
Yeah,
for the
my boy.
spring game.
I saw Ron the other day. He
Go
popped.
ahead.
He popped in, knocked on the door of my classroom. I looked up. I said, "Is that Ron Swanson at my door?" It sure was, man. Good to see him.
He's excited, man. We got the spring game, St. Michael football.
All right. Sutton and Matthews to either side of Valerie. Gonna throw the fade east. Almost. Yeah, we're trying to do our best here with the Wi-Fi internet connection that we got going on here. We're out in the middle of St. Francisville, America.
That's right.
Apologize for the little choppiness of the stream.
What are these trees called, Coach? Are we in the pines? Is this what that says?
Probably a lot of pines, a lot of oaks.
Oaks.
Yeah.
We're in the middle of the woods.
We are out in the middle of nowhere, Coach. God's country.
God's country.
Plantation country, actually.
That's
right.
right.
You got the myrtles right down the street, the famous
haunted,
myrtles,
yeah.
the haunted myrtles.
Man, it's too bad they're not in our district. We could have had a slumber party at the Myrtles after the game next year. Not a shot for me, man. Couldn't pay me.
No, not the ghost.
Nope.
No thanks. All right, so we got the twos on defense rolling out there. Let's see if we can kind of account for who's out there. Looks like you're going to have Bourgeois at free safety. Should be Ty Graves and Jack Boyles at the corners. Handoff. Nope, keeper. Nope. Where's the ball, Coach?
It was a keep.
Was it keep?
Yeah. I don't really
they've been
understand why you call that in a spring game with
Yeah,
no
they've
QB
been.
contact.
That's why I was kind of okay. Did they keep it? Then also you have out there. It looks like Doming and Sutton are your Bandit and Star again. Your linebackers are Petrie and Brady Petrie and Zane Edwards, and then Jude Sherwood and Bryce Wilson at the ends. And it looks like Hurst and Anselmo are your D tackles. Drop straight back. Nope, they're going to run the screen. Coming in, Anselmo is able to go out there and get hands on the receiver. He read it, Coach. He just could not quite get out there fast enough to stop it for a decent gain.
Another plus of St. Francisville, Coach. We went to the Francis
We did.
for a pregame meal today,
Quite tasty.
and we ate like kings.
Any anybody at the Francis, we'd love to have them as a sponsor.
That's
I
right.
will talk highly of their food at any time. It was fantastic.
It was great.
And that was a false start. That's the twos right there, Coach. The old everybody moved but the football.
Yep. How many practices are we in yet right now, Coach? 10. They had 10.
They have 10. I think 10 including the spring game. So
They've
like this
had
is
9.
like technically the 10th. Yeah. So it's been like 9 practices.
Not a whole lot of reps for the twos, especially the threes in spring practice when you only get 9 of them.
No, you're right. You're right. And little keeper out into the flat again. Sutton. Coach, that is a big boy for a number 2 fullback.
That is a
Number
big old
30.
ball.
He's a load. Coach, they got some good looking dudes out there for Westville.
They really do.
I mean, number 91 playing right tackle right now. You kidding me?
For the twos.
For the twos. My goodness. All right, so it'll be first down for Westville. Roll out. Little check down and a flag being thrown. I think there were maybe every offensive lineman down the field.
Yep. That's what that is.
Because as soon as the ball's thrown, when you look up and you see all of the offensive linemen almost even to where the ball was caught, lineman downfield. Yep, ineligible. That's the old ineligible downfield, the entire offensive line. You don't have to call out a number. It's just everybody.
Similar to the false start. Everyone but the center.
Everyone but the center. All right, so back to 1st and 15 for the Saints. Roll out, and they're going to blow the whistle on the scramble. They're just going to reset it back at the 35-yard line. They need to get to the 50 for the first down.
Saw number 45, Vincent Weiss, check in.
All right.
Looks like defensive tackle, maybe. Yep.
Hand off right up the middle. Good job by the Warriors, second team. Just a very minimal gain. Yeah, Bryce Wilson back in for Vincent Weiss. Like Vincent went to play a little defensive end right there. The 2B junior. Play action fake. Now roll out. And 21 catches that thing. Nice little moves to come back and pick up some yards because he lost. He caught it and ran about 4 yards back behind the line of scrimmage.
That was a comeback if I've ever seen one, Coach.
Yeah, I think don't know
Dead
if he,
sprint.
Yeah, he was coming back down, Coach. He was not going to get fussed at by his receiver coach for not breaking through the entire route. All right, so we'll go with the threes now. While they're doing that, I'm going to go ahead and see if I can do a little adjustment here to the old Wi-Fi. So we'll be right back. threes out there. That's Quinn Wyndham back at quarterback.
Took a year hiatus, 2-year hiatus.
I think a year hiatus. Only repped a whole lot of quarterback last year, but this year, you got to get back out there. See who's out at receivers. You're going to have Cole Valerie. We're going to play some receiver, too. Lincoln Ross,
Snap.
Drew Stevenson, and Cameron Williams will be your receivers.
Snap was way off to the left. Good catch there by Quinn.
And your running backs are going to be Christian Bell and Landon Fontenot. Like Prohaska maybe getting a little run at the super back. Beckman at tight end. Looks like it's supposed to be Anselmo, Miet, Bergen, Graves, and Kleinpeter up front for the Warriors. Now, this is a Warrior team. They don't have any of their incoming freshmen out there with them. This is all the returning and new juniors, sophomores, and current freshmen.
Do you know how many freshmen we're going to have come out?
I'm not sure, Coach. I think Coach Leger said the total roster is going to be close to 100.
Wow.
Yeah.
Great numbers.
Yep.
I mean, I think his first year out, Coach Legier's, I think we were in the 60s. It's pretty impressive.
Steady growth. Steady growth. That's what you want to see. I mean, the team has gotten steadily better over the course of the years, man. It's been a really nice job by Coach Leger and his staff.
Yeah, and had a ton of continuity with his assistants.
Yeah,
as well.
you got Blake Kling, who's still here. You got Clean Leachman, who's still the DB coach. A little turnover in some other spots. Coach Ardoin's been out there for a few years now. They had a couple of the non-faculty guys have moved on, getting jobs and just getting into other things and not having time. And that's kind of the whole thing is, we relied on a lot of non-faculty guys in the past to help us out. A lot of schools are like that too. So a lot of other schools kind of roll through some of those guys too, especially when you're in a place like Baton Rouge. I mean, of course, those guys are going to go off to do other things.
Yep.
As they graduate, some college kids like Coach Corey Robinson, graduated from college and actually got married last weekekend, I believe.
Congratulations, Coach!
And moved on to the real world, a real job out in
Nice.
I believe in finance, I think. So
Go ahead.
congratulations again, Coach Corey Robinson, on his
He was actually
nuptials.
a Hannon Hawk.
He was,
wasn't
man.
he?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, played at Hannon. Coach Riley Lawrence back coaching the offensive line, former LSU player, former Dutchtown player. He's done a lot of really good things with that offensive line.
Coach Mike's back with the strength and conditioning.
Not coaching football anymore, but he is now full-time
In the
strength
weight
and
room.
conditioning. Yep.
Which I think is great, man.
Oh man, that's huge. Coach Teague Manuel back
Yep.
with the wide receivers.
But yeah, especially you think about the OC, even just having Coach Kling back for what is this, 5 years now?
Yeah, I think
Ever
so.
since
I think
Coach
year
Leger's been here.
Year
That's
5.
huge, man. These kids have come through knowing nothing but that offense.
Mm-hmm. And so the seniors, by now they should just
Second
know
nature.
second nature with the calls and everything. Absolutely.
Wow. I guess that
And broken tackle.
Okay.
And now they're gonna
I'm gonna go ahead
take
and
it to the house.
call this one, Coach. He lined up at quarterback, and I'm pretty sure we all thought you're not allowed to hit the quarterback, but he's wearing a normal jersey, so They didn't blow it dead.
Yeah, I'm not so sure about that, Coach.
Yeah.
Yeah, the lefty. And
I
then,
think we'd have
yep,
stopped right there.
Yep. They were kind of like, well, do we
checked
hit
up.
him? Do we not?
Yeah, we checked up.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah, that's iffy. At least throw the red jersey on him.
Yeah. Or just say, hey, we're going to make sure everybody knows that you're going to be able to tackle this guy.
Five's the quarterback.
Yep.
Five's in play.
Yeah, Five's more of a running back than a quarterback.
Yeah.
He's built more like a running back than a quarterback, Coach. Kind
Yeah,
of built like
good-looking runner.
Was it Joel Rogers a couple years ago that they had him?
Oh, yeah. Whew. He ended up hitting the portal this year, I think.
Yeah, he did.
I don't know where he ended up.
Where he landed. Yeah.
For some reason, I feel like it was Mississippi State. I might be totally wrong.
Stark Vegas.
Stark Vegas got him. Beautiful.
See, the threes on
town.
defense. You got Caden Bryant is scheduled to be the free. I don't think that's Caden Bryant. I think that's Landon Fontenot back there. You got James Gary, Finn Stromberg, Lincoln Ross, Cooper Torito, Drew Stevenson as your corners. Samad Jones and Jonah LeBlanc as your star and bandit. Bennett Yates making a move to linebacker coach. Ty Matthews, Robert, and Couvillon as your linebackers. Vincent Weiss, Brody Beckman at ends. And then Jaden Wells Butler, Jared Brooks, and Caleb Burns are your interior guys that are scheduled in this run through here. Little pump fake. Now we got a red jersey quarterback again, Coach. Flag down.
UTSA is where Joel Rogers went.
All right, so quite a step down from LSU and even Mississippi State.
Yes. I will say, objectively, San Antonio is a better town than Starkville.
A little bigger.
Yeah, a little bit bigger.
You do know what? Never mind. I won't go there. Charles Barkley has to say about San Antonio.
Oh yes, yes.
The famous line.
Yes. Indeed.
All right, so penalty flag look like I think it's a legal formation. You got three receivers to this side. Sprint out. Coach, that sprint out is the staple of Westfall's offense. That ball was thrown over the head of Lincoln Ross. Like, they love that little sprint out pass.
Yeah, they do.
And they'll do it they've run it more to the non-dominant side of the quarterback than they have the dominant side.
This is a new quarterback.
That's a tough ask for a quarterback to throw.
It is.
Especially a high school kid to go into his left. A lot of confusion over there for the threes for Westfall.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, Beckman had him, and they're going to blow it dead. Brody Beckman getting in there.
Go ahead, big fella.
Good job by Beckman.
Man, he is wearing jersey number 95. It looks like an 8.
It is number 95, Coach. I thought I had it wrong, but you're right.
It's crunched
95,
up.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, these jerseys that the Warriors have on I think they're the older ones. They're not real easy to see. The numbers. Toss outside. Just trying to get in space and taken down. Not textbook tackle there, but it worked. Down at the 40, it's going to be third down. I think this will be the last play of the the threes here for Westphal, and that's an underthrown ball. They'll say they were trying to throw a back shoulder right there, but that's not what that was.
Yeah, pretty sure.
Coach, I was
bad
trying to
ball.
back shoulder him.
Yep.
No, we're not buying that. All right, so it'll be the first offense coming back out for the Warriors.
And I think the ones are tied 1 touchdown to 1 touchdown.
I believe so.
Westphal had the cheap quarterback.
Yeah, we're not going to count that.
And
That was
the threes. I'm not counting that.
That was a little bit of a faux touchdown.
Not counting that.
So they're going to take a little break here. They get the ref some hydration. So we'll take a little break with them. This is the Warrior Broadcast Network. We'll be back. All right, we are back. The ones again. Hand off D. Camel outside. Bounces.
Go
He's
ahead.
got a good run. Jumps inside. Touchdown. Warriors. I know you couldn't see it on the camera. We got a little technical difficulty here, but D. Camel, nice carry around the right side. He bounced it, and just made a couple other good cuts back inside and scored the touchdown. Warriors.
Go. Now we got. This is the final thing? They're going to do a 12-minute time quarter.
Yeah, this will be the final roll of the scripted plays. I think it's 8. I want to say. I can't remember what Coach Leger said. Yeah, you'll have the ones, the twos, and threes all go back through a little bit of a scripted deal here. The toss outside, Joe Bourgeois on that little tunnel screen, got tripped up. Picked up a yard. So it'll be 8, 6, and 4 coming up here.
Okay.
So 8 plays with the ones, 6 with the twos, 4 with the threes. Boogie in the gun, hands off. D. Camel cuts and gets stacked up. I think he got back to the line of scrimmage. Got hit pretty hard as he cut up into that interior. Like number 15 played a nice stick. Playing a little 3-stack defense, I think. Boogie gonna dump it off. Cody Doming made the snag. First down, Warriors. He gets inside the 20. And you have an injured Westfeld player at the end of that play. Looks like that was just kind of maybe a little residual after effect, like maybe his ankle.
Yeah.
And Coach Reagan Hutchins is over there, plus our sideline doc are going to check him out. He's in a little bit of hurting right now. So we'll take an injury timeout as they tend to the Saint player right here down on the near sideline. This is Warrior Broadcast Network. All right, we are back. That was number 36 being helped off the field there, like an ankle injury. So the Warriors will have it first down. Ball spotted at the 18-yard line of the Saints. In the red zone now. Play action pass. Dumps it outside to Boyles on the quick hitter. And that'll bring up a second and very short 2nd and 1. Little 9-yard pickup there for the Warriors. D. Camel. And he pushes his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Warriors. It looked like he got stopped, but then just kept pushing the pile, pushing, and ended up in the end zone for the 9-yard touchdown run. Gracias, coach, on the Agua.
Yeah, it's a little steamy out here for a May evening.
Yeah, we're right in the sun, man. This is not a very good spot to be sitting right now. We chose unwisely.
We sure did.
But Warriors have 3 touchdowns now with the 1, so I'll take that.
Offense starting to click a little bit.
Yeah, they got 4 receivers now for the Warriors. Boogie in the gun, dropping straight back. Got good protection, steps up in the pocket.
Oh, yeah, good find.
Lets it go. CJ, touchdown, Warriors.
Yep. And CJ was running alone all the way out of his break. Just trying almost not to draw too much attention from the defender. He didn't want to do jumping jacks. And Boogie, good job of finding his brother down there, delivering a good strike.
Yep. Another one. 2 touchdown runs from D. Camel and 2 touchdown tosses from Boogie Livingston. 1 to his brother CJ and 1 to Jack Boyles.
Good protection up front, too.
Had great protection, man. He stepped all the way up in the pocket.
Yep.
Had nobody anywhere near him. That's that experienced offensive line, man. Like, those guys are really starting to kind of figure it out. Drop back. Now they're going to throw the screen. Doming can't come down with it. High pass. I don't know that he was going to go anywhere, though. So, but that'll be it. But the Warriors do come up with 3 touchdowns out of 8 plays.
Yep.
We'll take it.
We will.
The 1 defense coming back out for the Warriors.
I know you said it, but I might have missed it. Is there a timed quarter after this?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Always when I keep score at these, I keep track of the ones during the scripted series, and then I'll flush that score and start fresh in the quarter.
Yeah, it's kind of like 2 games almost.
Yeah,
Kinda like
two
two parts of it. Counter, and that's going to be a touchdown for the
Good looking back.
Saints. Yeah, that was right up the middle. They pulled both guards there, like a little G counter there, as they call it. A lot of wing T kind of concepts, coach, from the Westfeld team, but just in the shotgun, pulling 2 guards, doing a lot of bootleg, a lot of waggle pass kind of deal.
That is 100% the 3 running backs from last year.
It is, man. They got the same 3
2,
guys.
9, and 22.
Yep, those guys are really good last
They
year
can
too.
play, man.
And number 22 that time gets stuck. Daniel Johnson, nice job. Quinn Wyndham there as well, but Johnson just stood him up in the hole. The senior-to-be linebacker with a nice play there. Now the play-action pass. Another little deep out route there. Incomplete. Coach, I think it's the same quarterback too.
I think you're
He
right.
There's no number on him, but I believe this is the same quarterback. There's a Westfeld team that, I mean, they're returning a lot of dudes. I know some of their offensive linemen were young.
Yeah.
They're better linemen. I think 67, 68, and 60 were all kind of young guys, younger guys, underclassmen.
And we played them, 4 years in a row or 3 years in a row? They were in district.
4 years. Down the seam. Number 2 was open again.
And we were 3-1 over that? 1-3 over that span against them? Because I think maybe that first year, or was it the second year?
No, I think we were 0-4.
Second year,
Coach.
we
were 0-4.
We didn't avenge our 13-14 missed PAT or missed field goal at the end of the game. I feel like we beat them the year after that.
No, I don't think
No?
so. I don't think
0
so.
and 4. I think you're right. You're right. That was as close as we got.
Yep.
We had a good shot too.
Yep, that was a great shot at beating them. That was one of the better games, better high school football games that I've seen.
Yeah. And we were what, 6-0 maybe going into that game?
Yep. That was the year before last.
Yep.
And another little waggle, play action pass, and knocked down Grayson Rollinson.
Go ahead.
Coach, he catches that. He might make a house call.
You're right.
Rollinson, the senior to be. Another guy that changed numbers, wearing number 6 this year.
What was he in?
84, I think. 80-something, I believe.
6 is an awesome number for a D lineman.
Coach, 6 is a legendary number at St. Michael High School.
That's right, A.J. Fletcher.
A.J. Fletcher, man, the ghost.
The ghost.
The tackling machine.
Tackle leader, field goal leader.
Yep. And that one's overthrown. Graves with pretty decent coverage right there. Rollinson and Champ Williams putting a little pressure.
I know it's scripted plays tonight, but you can really tell both offensive coordinators are trying to stay relatively balanced.
Yeah.
In the air, on the ground.
You might as well just, this is a great time to try to throw it.
Yeah.
See what your pass game can do with these guys, and then you can always kind of go back to the run game. I think both teams know what they have on the ground. There's number 22. I mean, the Westville's got 3 really good running backs, man.
That's what I'm saying. You put those kids behind that line too. It's just, I see what you're saying.
Coach,
on,
60
you know
and
60
and 68 on this left side, Coach. Yeah. Those two guys.
And how about 67 at right tackle?
Yep. 60 and 68 just look like college guys,
yep.
Coach. That's two Doug Kellys they have on that side.
Yep.
We got one Doug Kelly. They got 2. Maybe 3. Another rollout to the left. Dumps it down underneath. That void in the zone.
Someone almost got a hand on that. Who was that? Might have been Baraska.
Probably so, Coach. The Italian Stallion is around the ball quite often.
More times than not, he's around the ball.
He's around the action somewhere. As they say, he has a nose for the football.
A nose for the football.
And roll out to the right this time. Throwing it back inside. There's that same spot,
play.
Coach.
That was the same play they ran on this side.
It's the exact same spot in the zone. Is all those underneath defenders just roll with the quarterback, and you got that one guy that just curls up right there, kind of back in the middle, and he's wide open.
So that was it. That was 4 TDs to 3 or 4 to 4. They were done with the ones. They scored 2 there, and I think going into it was 1 to 4. So we won that 4 to 3.
Yep. So we scored 3 touchdowns last roll.
Yep.
At the bottom of the stands, and our food trucks are open now and will remain open until the end of the evening. Once again, concession is located at the bottom of the stand.
All right, so we'll have the 2s coming back out. We'll take a quick break. This is Warrior Broadcast Network. right, and that'll conclude the scripted portion of tonight's spring game. Next up, we'll have the 12-minute running quarter. They'll play it pretty much straight up, pretty much normal. And I think we're going to take a little break between or before we get that running quarter going. So we'll take another break here on the Warrior Broadcast Network. Stick with us. We'll be back for the conclusion of the 2026 spring game here at West Feliciana in St. Francisville, America. So we'll be back.
All right, guys, here we go. Start of the 12-minute quarter. There's a good start. Hayden East taking them down in the backfield. Looks like a loss of about 3 on the play. And they're going to play this just like a normal game would for 12 minutes here. So we're going to come back, and it'll be a 2nd and 3 here. Ball starts on the 30-yard line at the start of each possession. Drop back to pass. Going to tuck and run. They might call that dead at about a 1-yard gain on the play. So it's going to be 3rd and 12 here for the Warrior defense. Looks like we've got the safeties and the corners back around the sticks. Yeah, they're going to call that a catch.
Yeah, the go ball right there down the far sideline. They beat Hayden East.
Looked like East was trying to wait till the receiver's eyes get big and then try to swat it out of the air and just barely missed it.
Just attack the hands, man.
Yep.
Attack the receiver's hands.
So there's a bailout on 3rd and 12. Big chunk play, pickup of about 45 there.
Rollinson getting a hand on the quarterback. Good job. Good rush from Grayson Rollinson, the senior to be. Hand off. Good stop. Good job by the Warriors right there to create another 3rd and long. Just protect the sticks right here, man. Just don't let them get by you. Gonna roll 2 safeties back, Darsom and Wyndham in this 3rd and long. They're probably playing like a little cover 4.
Looks like it.
He's got time. Found a receiver on the outside. Good
hit.
break by East.
Well short.
It got to the 30, but yeah, it's going to be well short of the first down. Great break on the ball by Hayden East. Roll out underneath, incomplete.
Good stand.
Pass broken up by Cody Doming.
They
All
love
right.
that little rollout, kind of sit in that zone, about 5-yard pickup.
Yeah, they throw back to that curl, kind of at that 5 to 7 yard range. Coach, you got West Feliciana cheerleaders doing wind sprints with the flags right here.
Just for us.
Woo.
There's 3 of us up here.
Yeah, look at that, man.
Couldn't pay me, Coach.
No,
I couldn't run a lap around this track without a flag blown in the wind.
absolutely not. All right, so the Waya offense takes over. You got stacked receivers here to the near side. That's C.J. Levinson stacked behind Joe Bourgeois. There's only one guy out here, Coach. I like my odds. And the freeze gets him. The freeze in the spring game, Coach,
Yep.
on 1st down.
Love it.
Gotta love it. Got to love that one.
Who's that? Is it Kimball playing center?
Yeah, Kimball.
With his best LeBron James impersonation.
The flop.
Just flop. Hands in the air. Wasn't me.
Same formation. Handoff, D. Camel. Bounces outside. He's got room. He's going to step out of bounds. So that's a great idea.
Yep.
He probably wasn't picking up much more. Save yourself the hit. You got the 1st down. Let's play the next down.
Yep. And a good cut there to set up kind of CJ to kind of create a pick there.
It's that first move, Coach. That first step. He hesitated, and number 7 just got stuck. And he just beat him to the outside. Great job. Now a little pitch outside. CJ.
Oh,
Gonna get
just barely stepped.
stepped out of bounds after about a 4-yard pickup, so 2nd and 6. Referees are spotting that further down the field. It's their spring game too, Coach.
That's right.
All right, 2nd and 6. They're a good first down pickup. They're going to go right back to the same play. CJ, first down, Walyas after he lowers his shoulder on one of the Westfeld players.
That'll get your sideline fired up.
Seth Darsoman, one of the Westfeld defenders, having a little exchange of phone numbers there. They were just chatting about, their ideas on the Iran crisis right now.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
That's what that conversation was
Just
about.
talking about what their senior service project
Yeah,
be.
man, yeah. D. Camel bounces it, breaks a tackle. And still on his feet. D. Camel all the way down to the 45-yard line, up 46. No, sorry, 36-yard line, correction. Coach, that was a different. That's another gear that we hadn't seen from D. Camel in that scripted series. Like, he just kind of turned it on right there.
Definitely. I think his
Second
knees
and
feeling
2.
a little better this go round.
Yep. As they usually say, after that ACL knee injury, it takes about a year. Toss up top, pass interference. Got to be pass interference, Coach.
Dude,
how about a little tug on the shoulder pad there? What?
PI 100%.
What?
Boyles needs to ask for that though.
Whew, he got to sell that a little more.
You got to get up, grabbing the jersey. What is that?
Yeah.
Yeah, he got him on the collar, man.
It was a good ball.
It was.
Good play call on 2nd and short. Now you got 3rd and 2. Probably 4-down territory right here. D. Camel going to run the stretch.
First.
Gets outside. He's got the first down. No laundry on the field. Little extracurricular, but not too much. I like that. You're just trying to get the guys off your podna, off the pile. First down, Walyas. Warriors on the move. Down to the 28-yard line. Nice pickup on that 3rd and short. Coach, speed kills, man. Just absolute. Oh, Coach! Dude. Oh, Coach!
Look at Doug,
Woo.
man.
They're gonna throw the.
Oh, that's.
Oh, look at Doug with the flop. Doug with the flop.
Whoa.
Did we have some residual pushing there?
Yeah, that guy's gonna have a suspension in the actual season after that one. That's pretty bad. He was squaring up, Coach. I don't know what the protocol is in a scrimmage on that.
I mean, you could throw the guy out. It might carry over to the season.
Self-imposed, maybe.
I know if you get ejected from a playoff game, it will carry over to the next season if that player is returning. I'm almost certain of that.
But with this not being a sanctioned game,
it kind of is. I mean, it's a spring game, so I mean it could.
Yeah.
That's a little bit of a gray area. I'm not 100% sure on that. I know on a regular game it does. So
man, it got washed away because of the after the play stuff, but D. Campbell's first step, dude, that little juke step right at you and then
Coach,
slide it out is
he put a move on number 7.
Beautiful.
Number 7 left a little bit of laundry on the field too.
Yeah.
He needs to come back and pick his jockstrap up off the field right there.
Yeah.
Not just the flags, but
Shook him out of his boots,
Woo!
man.
So I think that penalty, both penalties were on Westfeld. I think there was probably what looked like maybe a hands to the face on the play, and then
The
probably
unsportsmanlike.
unsportsmanlike.
Yep. That's
And
exactly
it looks like possibly nope, nothing for the Warriors, I don't think. Doug Kelly with a little acting there. With the flop of his own. All right, first and goal for the Warriors. Down at the 6-yard line.
All right, punch it in here.
Got 4 tries. Handoff, Camel bounces. Corner, touchdown, Warriors. Strike up the band, baby. And it looks like they are going to kick the extra point right here. So that will, I believe that's going to be Dylan Raffray. Going to go out to do the kicking, Coach.
And a long line of Warrior greats we've had recently.
Yeah, you got Pele and you got the leg.
That's right.
Is Raffray going to earn himself a nickname
That's
this
right.
year?
That should be the goal of every St. Michael kicker from now on out. Get a soccer nickname.
Get a nickname from us two.
Yeah.
Us two
Yeah.
yahoos up here.
Yeah. It's all the validation you need.
Right. I mean,
These two guys.
what greater honor can you get in life than
Being called
a goofy
Ronaldo.
nickname from us two? Up and it is good.
Beautiful.
Raffray. Coach, he
He did.
booted that thing, man.
He did.
Raffray with the extra point, so 7-0 here. They're not going to put the score on the scoreboard, though. Let's see that score on the scoreboard there, Westfell.
They won't do it. If they'd have scored first, they would have.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
That was a good boot out of Raffray, man.
He did.
Tall, deep.
He didn't really didn't put a whole lot of. I mean, it was just a nice smooth stroke.
Yeah.
Right through. Well, D. Camel with the touchdown. It's what, his third one of the scrimmage of the spring game. All right, Warrior defense. See if they can get another stop. Handoff. They're bouncing. And still.
Who's got his leg? That's a good tackle.
Trying to see. I think Darson was down there.
Yeah, Darson.
Daniel Johnson down in there too. We got three quality linebackers, man. Between these two guys, Prohaska and Johnson, and then Brady Pat, who'll be back with the team in the fall. Hydration timeouts. We love those, Coach.
Yeah,
so we'll
6
take a
minutes.
timeout as well here on the Warrior Broadcast Network. 7-0 in the running quarter. Warriors up. All right, we are back. 2nd and 5. Handoff. Yeah, it's going to be a big gain.
Oh, wow.
Coach Rollinson got driven all the way back to the 50-yard line.
And that was just a good buy. That's your boy, 60.
just.
There was nothing late about that. It was just drive your feet.
Yeah, he just kept running his feet the entire time. There's the pull again, but they threw the screen. And not a bad job by the Warriors to kind of force. But the receiver was able to stay in. Here they go again, Coach, running the wind sprints, the cheerleaders.
They literally must just be doing conditioning. This might be like a practice.
I guess so. Whew. Hey, the football team should do some conditioning like that. Just take some flags and run around the field. Run around the track. Handoff. as they're just running that pull play.
Oh, who's that?
It's Darsom
Come on.
from his free safety position. That'll bring up 3rd down and 1. Coach, I'm telling you, Darsom
Good stick, man.
just
Likes to
needs
hit.
to get down in that box permanently.
Yep.
Right up the middle, they just blew the Warriors off the football. Easy 1st down, 3rd and 1 to the 41.
You're right, man. 60 looks like he plays in the Big Ten.
Yeah,
I mean,
Coach.
Yep. That's a college guard.
And unfortunately, Coach, just like Mason Graves has been knocked out for the rest of the game. He's sitting on the sideline, pads off, shoe off,
No, that's not
right,
good.
ankle injury. Another little inside curl there.
Darsom cleaning it up. Yeah, let's hope Graves, that's just a ankle sprain or something. He'll be back for he'll be back for summer lifts.
First down again, Westphal. They're on the move. Inside handoff, a lot of room. Like one of the Warthens grabbed a hold of him, and the other Warthen jumped on him as well. They're going to blow the whistle dead.
There you go.
Jude Sherwood checking in. That's going to bump. Looks like Champ's going to be bumped down inside to D-tackle again. Sherwood going in there. Now the little bubble screen holding.
Who did he hold? Was that Domingue?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Domingue got held. Good call by the official. Right in front of his face, but good call.
Mm-hmm. So that'll be a 10-yard penalty. So that'll bring it back as a second and 14. Give it 13, 2nd and 13. The stretch play, cuts it back inside.
Good tackle.
Good step up right there. Who was that?
Is that one of the twins?
No, I think it was Prohaska.
Oh,
Prohaska.
yeah, it
The
is.
Italian stallion coach,
Come
always got his nose around the football.
He does. He flies to the ball, man.
He's always there, man.
He really is.
Always there.
I forget which game it was last year, but he had like a breakout game where he had like 17 assisted tackles.
Oh yeah,
or
it was
just around
a really
everything.
nice game. And play fake, false start.
Nice.
So that'll back them up. Was going to be, I think, a 3rd and about 10. That'll be 3rd and 15 now. Back to the 29-yard line. Coach, we got 2 more cheerleaders.
They've swapped out. They're doing a relay.
Again, yep, the flag relay. Instead of batons, they're just passing the flag over here. Roll out. Champ
Sack.
got in there.
Sack.
Champ was right in his face.
And Quinn from the backside.
Yep, Champ Williams busting through the middle. Fourth down and about
This would be a huge stop, man.
about 22 yards or so. 21, maybe.
Yeah, and they're going to go cover 4 again.
Yeah, 2 safeties back deep. Just protect against that. They need to get to the 13, 14 yard line for first down. Looking deep. Sack. There it is. One of the
Wow.
Warthens.
Was that a Worthen?
Yeah, it was a Warthen.
Come
That
on,
was,
baby.
I believe that's
78.
I think that's Alex.
Welcome back to the football field. Wow.
And
That went from a threatening drive to
well, you had the
2 sacks and a 4th and long.
you had the hold,
Yep.
you had the false start penalty, and the 2 sacks.
Yep.
I mean, it
Drive
just
killer.
those things that does it. I mean, even a good football team like what I think Westphal is, you just can't overcome that sometimes.
Yeah.
That was a coverage sack too. The quarterback had time, but the Warriors secondary just kind of clamped on their guys and just would not let go. So it'll be Gavin Romero back there. We'll probably see Romero finish this thing out. Warriors are up by a score. We have just over 2 minutes left. Ball security right now, Coach.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Boogie,
Speaking of devil,
and there it goes on the ground. Boogie kind of bobbled the snap. And Romero almost kicked it. Boogie falls on it. So Ethan Sutton will check into the ball game for the Warriors. So 2nd and about 16. Under 2 minutes. Almost a bad snap again. Sutton, though, churning his legs, chewing some clock.
picked up 2 or 3 there.
3rd and about 13. Timeout being called by Westphal with 1:17 left to go in the running quarter.
Looks like Mason Graves is walking around a little bit down here.
Yeah, it's good to see.
Yeah.
Good to see.
Yeah, it looks like just an ankle sprain.
Yeah, he should be all right. Just get him healthy. He's going to have a good, solid 2 weeks before summer workouts start. Get him healthy, ready to roll with summer workouts in a couple weeks.
What time in the morning do they do summer workouts?
They start at 6:30, I think.
Choo.
Yes, sir. What time we start? You start at
8?
8, yeah.
We thought that was early.
Mm-hmm.
6:30. That's earlier than they have to be at school.
Yes, an hour earlier than school starts.
That's not even a summer break.
Nope. 4 days a week, though. I mean, 4 days a week, so they get
Yeah,
Fridays
yeah.
off. You know. They get a few days they can miss for a little summer vacation.
Man.
Hey man, look, that's what
That's what
the
it
price
takes.
takes to play high school sports, man.
All I know is props to the coaching staff. Because if I was the coach, I'd be saying, how's 11 a.m. sound?
Romero back in there. They're gonna send the house. Both linebackers mugged up inside. If you can get the corner on this side, Coach, you might have something. They're gonna try to stretch the other way. Romero and a laundry on the field. Romero did not get the first down, but he got out close to the 50. But it's gonna be probably a hold. Probably a holding call. So 1:07 left to go in the game. Illegal formation is the call. The Warriors are trying to argue that they had guys on the line. They're going to say somebody was not on the ball. Coach Ajay not real convinced by that explanation, but Not much he can do. So it'll be a 3rd and 18 with 1:07 left to go. Ball will be at the 34-yard line. Warriors are just going to keep this thing on the ground to try to run as much time. I don't know how many timeouts they're being given right now.
I feel like it's 2 usually.
Yeah, I want to say that sounds about right.
And I'm also, if there's a stop here, well, I guess you can elect a punt and they walk off 30 yards or whatever.
Same play. Romero stutter steps.
Stay in
He
bounds.
can't go out of bounds. And he did.
Yep.
He did exactly what he couldn't do. And Coach Kling is saying the exact same thing we did. You cannot go out of bounds. You have to stay in bounds right there.
So you can elect to kick here, I think, and they'll walk off 30. Or you can go for it and they take over on downs. Yep. Oh, they're not going to walk it. Oh, they're going to let him kick.
Yeah, I don't think there'll be a return, though. I think it'll be kind of wherever the ball sort of
hits.
Yeah.
Oh, they are sending out a returner.
I think it'll be just if he
just to
catches
field
it. Yeah, I don't think there's going to be a live. Yeah, there's just going to be a kick. Coach, you catch the number of the punter?
88, I thought I saw. Ivan Oakwan?
Okay. All right. Ivan Oakwan. There's your punter. Yeah, they're just going to let him punt it. Good punt,
Good
Coach.
kick.
And that hits at the 37, or they're going to get 38. Out of bounds right there with 52 seconds left. Not a bad kick. Good directional kick for sure.
Yeah.
Pinned it on the sideline.
Don't allow a return.
It wasn't super long.
Yeah.
But
you're right, though. Good directional kick. If you'd have caught a forward bounce on that, probably would have been pretty good. Distance-wise.
Mm-hmm. They're walking it back to the the 30. So I guess the Warriors just wanted to punt it, and they just marked it off to the 30 yards, I guess. Must be what that has to be what they said.
Mm-hmm.
The Warriors just wanted to get their punt, get Oakwan out there to kick one, and then they just marked it back how many ever extra yards, I guess. All right, so it'll be first down for Westphal at the 31-yard line with 52 seconds left, and I believe one timeout. Swings it outside. Forced out of bounds. Only took 6 seconds off the clock. Drop back, screen pass. He's got room. Missed a tackle. Broke it across the 50 to the 45 to the 44. Coach, he ran somebody flat over there. 36 seconds left on the clock at the 45-yard line. Westphal's got to get going. Straight drop back and dump it. They're going to give him the catch at the 35-yard line, so that's enough for a first down. Straight drop back over the middle, short of the first down. Clock is running under 20 seconds.
Got to go to the sideline here. Yep, incomplete. You have one shot at the end zone.
Yep, 3 seconds left. So it's going to be a jump ball to somebody. If I were throwing a jump ball, I would probably throw it out here to
21.
21. But they might just try to hit 9 going straight up the middle.
I think I'm
Warriors are just going with single deep safety. They're going to go the rail. Throw it out of bounds, Coach. And that'll do it.
Wow.
Warriors take it.
Hey, man.
All right, man. Well, that was an event. That was a great spring game. Warriors looked really good in the scripted plays, and they looked really good right here in that running time. Jeff, can't wait till August rolls around. We get to the scrimmage, then the jamboree, and then week 1, man. Looking forward to it.
I'm excited, Coach. Let's do it. Running it back.
All right. Well, that'll do it here from St. Francisville, America at West Feliciana High School. Thank you for joining us here on the Warrior Broadcast Network. For myself, Coach Craig Saylor, and my partner, Mr. Jeffrey Vaccaro, class of 2015. We want to wish you, as always, good night, God bless, and go Warriors!